Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we'll understand how read-only works in a transactional in Spring Boot, with practical examples. In the last video, we learned about transaction management in Spring Boot and how a transactional works behind the scenes. We explored concepts like commit, rollback, and how Spring handles runtime versus checked exceptions. Building on that foundation, today we'll focus on one specific but very important feature: read-only in a transactional. Now let's talk about the read-only attribute. The read-only flag in a transactional tells Spring, and the underlying persistence provider like JPA or Hibernate, that this transaction is intended only for reading data, not for modifying it. In other words, we are saying, I'm only going to read data in this transaction, not update, insert, or delete anything. This allows Spring and Hibernate to optimize the transaction behavior, especially when working with databases. When you mark a transaction as read-only, a few important things can happen behind the scenes. First, Hibernate may skip dirty checking. That means it does not track entity changes, because it assumes no data modification will happen. Second, the database itself may apply read-only optimizations, although this depends on the database you're using. Most importantly, read-only equals true clearly communicates the intention of the method. This method should not modify any data. Now, what if you still try to save or update an entity inside a read-only transaction? A few things can happen. Some databases may throw an exception. Hibernate may silently ignore the flush. Or the behavior may differ based on the database and JPA provider. So the key takeaway is, read-only is an optimization and a contract, not a strict guarantee. Now, if you remember from the last video, in our service method we are updating the account details. So here's an interesting question. What happens if we add read-only equals true to the @transactional annotation? The method is clearly modifying data, but we're telling Spring that the transaction is read-only. Let's add read-only equals true, run the same code, and see how Spring, Hibernate, and the database behave. Alright, now let's start the application. Before hitting the API, let's check the current database state. Just to confirm, right now, Account 1 has a balance of 500, and Account 2 has a balance of 1000. This is the current state of the database before we hit the API. Now let's hit the API and see what happens. See that we got a success response from the API. At first glance, it looks like everything worked fine. But remember, the method is marked as @transactional, read-only equals true. So now the real question is, did the data actually change? Let's verify this from the database and see what really happened. See that the data is still the same. Account 1 still has 500. And Account 2 still has 1000. Even though the API returned a success response, no data was actually updated. This happened because the transaction was marked as read-only equals true. Hibernate treated this transaction as read-only and did not flush the changes to the database. Now look at my screen carefully. Inside this read-only transactional method, we are still calling the save method. This is not a best practice. When a method is marked as @transactional, read-only equals true, it should never call repository save or update methods. Also notice something else. We are modifying the entity data inside a read-only method. From Hibernate's point of view, this is a dirty change. The entity state is modified in memory. But because the transaction is marked as read-only, Hibernate may skip dirty checking or ignore flushing changes to the database. Let's talk about best practices for using at transactional, read-only equals true. Use read-only equals true only for pure read operations. Methods marked as read-only should only fetch data, nothing else. Never call save, update, or delete inside a read-only transaction. Do not modify entity state inside a read-only method. Even changing a field causes a dirty change in Hibernate. Remember, read-only equals true is a hint and a contract, not a strict enforcement. Hibernate may silently ignore updates instead of throwing an error. If a method needs to modify data, do not use read-only equals true, keep it as a normal transactional method. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next video. See you in the next one.